let's be honest. Women who live peacefully don't tolerate clutter. Not in their homes, not in their schedules, and not in their heads. This isn't about perfection. It's about self-respect. At this stage of life, clutter isn't harmless anymore. It costs energy. It increases stress. It raises the risk of falls. It quietly steals time and peace. Decluttering is not a cleaning project. It's a decision about how you want to live the years ahead. Today, we're talking about 5 categories you need to release this week if you're serious about stepping into a calmer, more supported life. And no, we're not starting with junk drawers. We're starting with what actually holds women back. If you're new here, welcome to Senior Decluttering Diaries. This channel exists for women who are done carrying excess, physically and emotionally, and ready to live lighter, clearer, and more intentionally. If that sounds like where you are, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. This space is built for you. Why decluttering changes everything after 60. Clutter is never just stuff. It's postponed decisions, old identities, unspoken guilt, fear of needing something later. Many women were raised to keep everything just in case. That habit once made sense, but now it creates exhaustion. Every item you keep asks something of you. To store it, to clean it, to remember why you have it, to trip over it, to feel guilty about it. Decluttering isn't about having less, it's about removing what no longer supports your life now. If that resonates, pause for a moment and comment below. Which room feels heaviest to you right now? Your comment helps this channel reach other women who need this message. 1. Undergarments that no longer support you. We're starting with something private for a reason. What you wear closest to your body affects how you move through the day, whether you admit it or not. Bras with broken hooks, underwear that rides, pinches, sags, or irritates. Items you keep only because they're still wearable. Here's the truth. If something makes you uncomfortable in private, it erodes confidence in public. This isn't vanity, it's dignity. You deserve comfort that doesn't hurt, support that actually supports, clothing that doesn't remind you of compromise. Keeping worn-out undergarments sends a quiet message to yourself. This is good enough for me. After decades of caring for others, that message no longer belongs in your life. This week's action? Open the drawer. Remove anything torn, stretched, stained, poking, or uncomfortable, even if it's only one item. You don't need dozens of replacements. You need fewer items that actually feel right. If this one hit home, comment below with drawer reset so other women know they're not alone. 2. Expired beauty in personal care products. Now let's go to the bathroom. Most women don't realize how much clutter hides here because it's tucked away. Old lotions, half-used creams, makeup bought for special occasions, products saved for later that never came. Expired products don't just clutter space, they clutter your thinking. They quietly say, today isn't worth the good stuff, but today is the day you're living. If a product has separated, smells off, feels sticky, or hasn't been used in over a year, it's not waiting for the right moment. It's just taking up space. You're not wasteful for letting it go. You already paid the price when you bought it. Keeping it unused only adds guilt. Action step. Choose one small area. One drawer, one basket, one shelf. Discard anything expired, unused, or unpleasant. Keep what you genuinely enjoy using now. If you're doing this reset, comment "bathroom clarity" below. Your comment helps this message reach other women stuck in the same cycle. 3. Hobby and craft supplies for a life you're not living. This one is emotional. Craft supplies, stationery, art materials, project kits. Many women hold on to these not because they use them, but because they represent who they used to be or hoped to be. Teacher supplies, scrapbooking tools, decorating projects never started. These items are tied to identity. But here's the hard truth. Holding on to a version of yourself you're no longer living steals space from the life you're in now. This doesn't mean you failed. It means seasons changed. You don't need to erase the past to honor it. You need to stop storing it in every corner of your home. A helpful boundary. Limit yourself to 1 or 2 containers. If it doesn't fit, it doesn't stay.
Anything unused in the past year goes. Your home should reflect who you are today, not who you were pressured to be. If you're ready to release the someday version of yourself, comment present life below. 4. Negative self-talk that follows you around. Clutter isn't always visible. Sometimes it's spoken. I'm so behind, and I'm too old for that. I should have done better. I look terrible today. These phrases don't motivate. They drain. Most women would never speak this way to a friend, yet they repeat it to themselves daily. Words shape energy. Energy shapes action. When your internal language is harsh, your body responds with tension, fatigue, and withdrawal. This week's practice, notice one negative statement per day. Replace it with something neutral or kind. Not forced positivity, just fairness. Instead of "I'm so behind," try "I'm moving at a pace that works for me." Instead of "I look awful," try "I'm allowed to look like a human today." If you're committing to kinder self-talk, comment "gentler voice" below. And if this kind of inner decluttering matters to you, subscribe to Senior Decluttering Diaries.
Number 5. Relationships that drain more than they give. This is the hardest one and the most important. Some relationships clutter your life not because they're abusive, but because they're heavy. Constant negativity, subtle discouragement, dismissive reactions to your goals, energy that leaves you tired after every interaction. Not everyone grows at the same pace, and not everyone can come with you. This doesn't require cutting people off. It requires boundaries. Less sharing, shorter conversations, more discretion about your plans. Protecting your peace is not selfish, it's survival. Your remaining years deserve support, not constant emotional labor. This week's reflection: identify one relationship that feels draining. Decide one boundary you can set. Even a small one makes a difference. If you're navigating this quietly, comment "protecting peace" below. You're not the only one. What decluttering really does. Decluttering isn't about empty space, it's about aligned space, a home that's easier to move through, a mind that rests more often, a life with fewer unnecessary obligations. When you remove what no longer fits, you don't lose yourself, you find yourself again. If this message spoke to you, please subscribe to Senior Decluttering Diaries. This channel exists to support women who are ready to live lighter, without shame, without pressure, and without pretending. You don't need to do everything at once. You don't need to become someone new. You just need to stop carrying what no longer serves you. Start with one category, one drawer, one boundary, one kinder sentence to yourself. That's how change actually happens. Before you go, tell me in the comments, which of the 5 are you starting with this week? Your comment helps this channel reach women who feel stuck and don't yet know there's another way. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to Senior Decluttering Diaries. There's more coming, and you deserve support every step of the way.